guys, welcome back to AWM FX. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, no matter where you are. So if any one of you who are following my AWM FX page on Facebook, congratulations, because I did post a potential trade on 8th of December. Alright, so this was the trade about GBP JPY. So of course I'm gonna explain how I look at this trade and how I managed to catch this big fish. Alright, so first of all, that was around this time. I was using a H1 chart. Okay, so at that moment, what I saw was a very beautiful QML, an obvious QML, Quasimodo level. For those who do not know what is a Quasimodo trading, it is advanced supply and demand trading, and I have compiled a lot of videos on this YouTube list that you can find about it. It's all about education, so you need to combine everything and you get this kind of setup. So first of all, let us dive into this trade. All right, so if you look at it, it was price was going higher low, higher low, higher high. This is the ultimate high before the big drop. All right, that broke the low over here. All right, that broke the low over here. So meaning that this is a qualified QM sell, and we need to label our chart properly, or we should say it cleanly, so that it's more obvious, and every time you look at it, it's better rather than you just look at it naked. Okay, so first of all, this is the QML, and we put a horizontal line at the QML, right? So now the question here is that, is QML important? Is QML important? Quasimodo level, is it important? My answer is no, and no. Please don't ask me again why I enter not at QML level. Please. QML is just a signal to tell you that the trend is going to reverse. That's all. All right. So what you're going to find here is the MPL line. That is the most important, maximum pain level. Okay. So how do you identify maximum pain level? Is very easy, using the same horizontal line. Okay, it's so that you don't get confused. Using the same horizontal line, you find a place where there is a lot of rejection. Okay, if the rejection is from both area, means that from the top and the bottom, resistance and support, I tell you that is the most excellent area. So first of all, let's drag this horizontal line, and this is where I see a lot of rejection. All right, a lot of rejection. You can see that there is rejection all the way. All right, all the way. Okay, then next thing is that this is my MPL. Of course, I need to label it MPL. I need to see everything properly. Then now, if you want to use the most basic supply and demand, you want to find the fresh supply and demand, go ahead, because you have your zone over here. This is a very fresh supply and demand, very new. All right, can you see these two candles? This is a fresh zone, supply zone. All right, so this can be your entry through too. And then let's look at it. It's around 15 pips, if I'm correct. Yeah, no, it's around 17 pips. So you want to make it smaller? Yes, of course, definitely you can go into smaller time frame and see what you can get. All right, over here you have one thing that we call it as a double maru. If anyone of you know double maru, see, if you have, even I switch to the smaller time frame, it's still a MPL. It's still the MPL. So here we have a double maru. Right? So double maru means that this marubozu and this marubozu, but when the marubozu comes down, there is a reaction going upwards. Can you see a reaction going upwards? So this is a qualified double marubozu. Okay, so means that you can make your entry even smaller if you dare. All right, if you dare. So now the pips was just 8 pips, 7 pips. All right, just 7 pips. From 17, you can manage to make it smaller until 7 pips. So this will be your entry, and your stop loss will be a bit higher because of the spread. Remember, because GBP JPY spread is quite high if I'm correct. So you need to have it a bit bigger. So maybe I'll put it at around 10. All right, I'll put it around 10. So this is how you do your trade. You analyze everything, okay? Then you just place your order. No, you don't place your order first. You need to look at the price action. Now the next thing, look at the checklist, price action. We need to look at the price action when the price comes back to here. If it does not perform the 3 price action that I mentioned always, that is the fake out, the compression, or the diamond, forget about it. I tell you, means that the price likely to go even higher and higher and higher. Means that the big players or the big bank has not get their liquidity or not gathering their liquidity. Means that the trade does not exist or not valid at all. All right, so hopefully you guys understand this. So what you can do right here is that we'll wait and see what happens. All right, so let's see. So if you can see, the price was making a fake out, a very obvious fake out. So let me highlight it for you. This is what we call as a fake out. So here we have a resistance, and a resistance again before the price goes up. So this is a qualified fake out. So you might label it as a fake out. So I put a FO here. So this is the fake out. All right, we have all the resistance over here. Make it a habit to label everything, because with this you will know what you are doing, and you might screenshot it, all right, and save it for your future trading reference too. So if you can see there is a fake out, means that the price is really doing is gathering the liquidity for the big drop. So what happened next is that I don't need to say much. The price came to this area exactly, all right, exactly at this area, okay, before the drop, before the big drop. All right, you can see. Then of course I did also say about the update. Yes, this was it. Possible rebound area. I have my reason for that. Okay, I have my reason for that. Reason 1 is because this is a QML for a buy at a smaller time frame. That's why I ask you to make sure or be careful of this zone. You have to be careful of this zone. So the second one was down there, right? Down there, yes, correct. The second one was down, quite down here. So anyway, it just go through it. So this is how we trade our QML, and we have our sniper entry. The price will definitely drop at this area. Can you see? How can I guess the price drop at this area? No, I can't get it. It's all about the knowledge passed down to me by my teacher, and also the hard work of practicing, of drawing and looking, back testing. Everything is compiled. You don't ask me how can I have an eagle eye. I don't have an eagle eye. If you want to do, or should I say, you want to have the so-called talent that I have, practice. I tell you, you practice. As long as you practice a lot, you can see the things. Okay, so what I have here was a quite awesome risk reward. I tell you, quite awesome risk reward. So even at this area was a 1 to 12. Okay, so now it has dropped to the ultimate area 1 to 23. Why is it over there? Okay, let's look at the chart. Let's analyze why does it rebound the area. Okay, we put a line and then we just switch it smaller time frame to see is there anything there. There isn't anything, means that there is a likely continuation trade going on too. All right, so if you don't see any zone or anything there, means that the price is likely to go down some more until it meets a zone. All right, there is a break over here. But anyway, if that is the case, the zone will be very, very low. So the price likely to go down some more. So if that is how you look at it, now you're aiming for a trend continuation. Means that you look for another trade to go down. how to catch the trade to go down. Alright, so hopefully you guys learn a few tips about trading this GBP JPY that I posted last week. Alright, and then now I'm going to give you another trade. Alright, I'm going to show you another trade which I also caught it, but I didn't show it out to you guys. Let me get everything out. Similarly, if you look at it, the price was like at this point. Similarly, it looks exactly the same like the GBP JPY, isn't it? Price going up, ultimate up high, and then before it breaks the low to form a Quasimodo sell. Alright, a QML sell over here. Okay, so we label our QML, do everything properly. Okay, make it a habit. Okay, we have our QML level. QML level. Then what else we have? Okay, we have the break. We have the break. Okay, we have the break. Then maybe you might label it to break. Okay, just put it a break so that you know it broke here. Then what else do we have? Now we are looking for MPL. Always look for the MPL where there is a lot of rejection, from the top and the bottom. That is the best. Alright, so take the line, drag it. A lot of people will put it over here, but that is not all. Alright, that is not all. I will put it around here. Yes, this will be my ultimate MPL. This will be my MPL. Okay, this is my MPL. Do things one at a time. MPL. So my range of trading will be from here to the top. Alright, let me make the color lighter so it's easier to see. So that's the problem here. We have a very big stop loss over 30 something. That's not what we want. Okay, then of course what I can see right here is that there is a Doji King. Alright, instead of double Maru King, I have a Doji King. Means that I can reduce my stop loss from here to here. But is that enough? No, a lot of people, not enough. Okay, not enough. So what I can do, we go to small time frame and see is there anything. Alright, over here we have the same thing. We have the, what is this called? This is what we call it as a Doji King. The double Maru King again. Double Maru King. Alright, double Maru King. How much is how big? 8 pips. 8 pips. Is this good enough for you? Is this good enough? Alright. If this is good enough, then good for you. Alright. For me, I'll usually take until 10 pips. Definitely, I'll do that. Okay. So let's see what happens. Can you see? The price came to this area again and again, precisely at the edge of it, and then before the big drop. Alright. This drop is huge again. Huge. So last week I caught these 2 trades, which makes my account, I don't know how many times, multiply how many times. So nice, I tell you, I do not know. So just not to give you guys some fake hope, this is not easy thing. If you look at it, you thought that it might be easy, but this is not easy. We do have a lot of practice. We learn a lot. Then if you guys do have any question, you guys don't understand, please watch my videos. I explain a lot of my videos, a lot of things at my videos. And not only that, I do answer some of the question for you guys, but please don't ask me is this valid or is that valid. I don't have the time to check all your things. All right, I have my own life. All right, I'm just a normal trader that is willing to share the information with you guys, and hopefully you guys do appreciate and give me a like and subscribe. All right, so that I know I can do more this kind of videos for you guys that you can learn. So look at what I have labeled here. There is a lot of fake out. Means that the big bank or the big players, it has gathered a lot of liquidity before the price goes back up here. All right, so this is all I can share with you guys today. Hopefully you guys learn a few tips or tricks about trading QML. You don't have to trade every single QML out there. All right, make sure you know, okay, you trade those that you recognize. All right, recognize you sure you're familiar with, then that is more than enough. So that's all for today. Hopefully I'll produce more these kind of videos for you guys. All right, so see you then. Bye.